Hi everybody, Renegade68 here with some more Let's Play Ever 17, the Out of Infinity blind. Not just any Out of Infinity, this Out of Infinity, right here, right now, right then, right when. So last time, Coco got all sick in the mouth, started coughing blood, it was teeth blue or whatever. Same disease that was mentioned in relevance to Yu's parents, I believe. Though I don't think Yu knows about that in this pathway, or if she does, she's keeping it hidden. With that in mind, we're now trying to figure out how to open this door, and Takeshi's now thinking to himself, who should I ask? Now, I don't think it's you. It's tough. Tsugumi? No, but she was trying to find out herself how to open the door. Maybe Yubise would know something. But we're trying to go on the Tsugumi route anyway, so let's at least start with Tsugumi. Tsugumi, do you think there's a way to open it up? What are you talking about, Takeshi? I'm racking my brains thinking about the same thing. I know, I figured as much. I just thought I'd start with you because I'm trying to be on your road-ish. If that's even a thing. Oh, yeah, right. Ellipses. After thinking for a bit, Tsugumi asked Sora a question. Do you know what kind of process this door goes through when it opens? Good question. Okay, let me see. Let you see? You don't already know? After the correct keys are input, a lever embedded inside the hatch should start to raise. Should or will? As that lever turns, the lock on the door is released. Okay. However, the lever is nothing more than an ornament now. It is turned automatically using electricity, and the motor is usually locked in place. Wait, so because there's no electricity, like, we can't open it at all, or what are you saying? I suppose they designed it so that you couldn't open it up during an emergency on purpose. In that case, she pulled out a flathead screwdriver. Where'd you get that from? If we can get that lever off, maybe we can open this up manually. Let's hope. She began to insert the tip of the screwdriver into the gap between the door's panel lines. Okay, hopefully this works. And... She's gonna jam the screwdriver in with all her might. She tried to dig out the lever, buried in the hatch by force. The alloy screwdriver crushed like a piece of candy. If it was gonna be this easy, you'd think you would have tried this. If this is... Well, maybe you didn't want to do it with Sora noticing you, I guess. Without her being on your side. The lever budged slightly toward the surface of the door. This is enough? I doubt it. They probably would have put in better measures than this. However... Slam! Screwdriver bent into two equal parts from its handle, and the lever snapped back into place. So that didn't work. Who's next? Nothing I can do. Tsugumi threw the bent screwdriver on the floor. What next? Well, how about you? Hey you, is there any way to get around this lock that you know of? Oh, where'd you go? Takeshi, out of the way! What, is she gonna try to kick the door? Huh? Turning toward the voice coming from behind a few years away, saw you throw down the first aid kit she had been carrying. Huh? Ah! She immediately came hurling toward me as if possessed. Something tells me this won't work. She looked furious. I stumbled back away from the door. Whatever she just said. Crash! With a perfect flying drop kick, she threw open the panel of the electronic lock. Is that good or bad? What are you doing? This isn't the time to be goofing off! If it won't open any other way, I'm gonna break it down! I don't think that's gonna work. You shouted as she leaned over, panting. That's a little extreme. How about it? Does it look like it's gonna open? Ellipses. It won't budge an inch! Maybe you should give up on that then. Neither the door nor the panel had changed at all. Watch out! You began hitting the lock with a renewed vigor, uttering strange noises. Her fighting moves, I guess. If there's ever a fighting game based on Ever 17, you know what moves to give her. Start with watch out! All the lock did was make error sounds, and that's politely for her to re-enter the password. Ellipses. Ow! In the end, you ended up with a sprained finger and went back to the first aid kit. Oh, you be saying, oh. Damn, what are we gonna do? Ellipses. 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 There's Sora now? Ellipses. Ellipses! What, Coco, are you conscious? Oh, Pee-Pee knows, of course. Coco was being supported by Shonen. She couldn't stand by herself. You look a little pale there, buddy. She soon was hunched over on the floor. I tried pulling her up again, but her face quickly drained off of all color. Off of color. This is bad if we don't get in there quickly.
Öffnen die Tür von Himmel.
Offnen sei de Tür von Himmel? Was that actually speaking in German just now? Sora, do you understand German? Suddenly a voice that I hadn't heard before sounded from the corridor. Did that sound at all like Maya? I'm not even sure.
Öffnen Sie die Tür von Himmel.
Possibly it could be the same voice actor, but clearly not Mayo. What's it saying? Someone's trying to access Lima's system. Is that good? Sora flashed open her eyes and shouted. From inside the room, from a terminal inside Himmel. Well, what if it's Mayo? I mean, who else could it be? Otherworld Shonen? I don't know. What? The access indicator light for the electronic lock turned green. What? 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 Hatch's lever rised and turned automatically. What? Door opened suddenly. What? Who's in here? Stagnant air poured out of the room. Who did that? This could be some crazy time travel shit where someone has to end up like going to the past or something and then inputting this to let us in and then get out of there as soon as they can so they're not caught by us, so there isn't a time paradox when we see them or something like that. You know those kind of stories. It could be cool if it is, but I mean, what else could it be, right? For some reason the humidity felt like it was lower than outside. The air conditioning was humming quietly. It was white. It was pure white inside. The whiteness of the wall and floor was emphasized by the brightness of the lighting that seemed to leap out at us. Himmel, it didn't necessarily seem like a mistake to have named the room Heaven. There was nameplates on the machines with Himmel written on them. It seemed that we were in the computer control room. Find the computer room! I did it! Yay! There's someone here! Who is it? Did he open up the door just now? Is it a he? A single person in the room. What? He was a man who appeared to be in his 40s dressed in a white lab coat. Oh, is this the dude? Is this the dude that helped out Yu's mother, quote-unquote, in Yu's pathway? And blood was coming from his mouth and he had passed out at a console. What? Mister, you alright? Ellipses? Man didn't reply to me. He just lay there motionless. Who is this guy? Sorry, do you have any idea who this is? I am unable to verify his ID. Judging from the way he's dressed, it's safe to assume he was a researcher at the IBF facility. So I guess he heard our call and let us in, or was it random? Was it intentional last act before death, or random act? And is he even dead? Put my hands on his shoulder and raised him into a sitting position. I looked over his white clothing to see if he had any name tags or other way to discern his name. He didn't have any ID card or nameplate to check. Indeed. You okay, buddy? Who are you? Are you one of the staff from the research facility?
そうだ。
That's right. Who are you, buddy? Who are you? Let me see your face. Breathing faintly, the researcher replied. Are we allowed to see his face even though he's not a main character? He seemed to be unable to open his eyes and searched for me by my voice.
君は救助隊じゃなさそうだな。
Doesn't seem like you're here to rescue me. It depends. Who are you? He grabbed onto me with shaking hands. They were covered in blood.
レミューにまだ人がいたのか。あれから6日は経っただろうに。
There were still people in Lemur, and it's been 6 days since. Yep.
こいつは驚き。
What a surprise! Blood trickled from his mouth, and he smiled wryly. Don't strain yourself. You don't have to talk.
すまんな。我々のせいで。
I'm so sorry. It's all our fault. What is? What happened? What'd you do? What happened? Did something happen down here?
だけどどうしてこんな。
But why all this? I don't know. You tell me.
こんな。
Yes. After that, he was silent. What happened? Hang in there, man. Buddy pal, sir. Oh, don't you die on me. Don't even get to see your face. Shook his shoulders. He didn't reply.
たけし、乱暴はやめなさいよ。
Cut it out. You're shaking him too hard.
彼はもう気を失っているわ。手を離してあげて。
He's unconscious. Just leave him alone for now. Okay.
こうなれば、彼も一緒に連れて行くしかないでしょうね。
We'll have to bring him with us. So he's not dead? That's a happy thought. He would have been first blood, I guess. If you don't count Chammy dying as first blood. Wonder what was going on. Like, more importantly, we gotta hurry. I don't have a clue what's going on, but I can't worry about that now. We gotta get Coco to IBF right away. Yubise, who had been waiting at the entrance to Himmel, went inside with Pee-Pee. Shonen fell behind, carrying Coco, who looks wet. Is that just because of her hair? I'm not sure. The door had an electronic lock on it, so we left it open.
皆さん、この部屋の奥にもう一つ部屋があります。見えますか？
Everyone, at the far end of this room is another room. Can you see it? No. Do you mean the submarine over there? Is this like a submarine? I saw it the first time as soon as I came in, I'm like, what is this? Is this supposed to take you to the underground place or something? Possibly?
ええ、わかるわ。
Yes, I see it. We all nodded. There was a room on the other side of the glass in front of us, so I guess they do mean this, I suppose?
あれは EBF 用の加減圧室です。
That's the compression chamber for IBF. Why? What's it like in IBF? Sora straightened up and explained the situation without emotion. Great.
私の持つわずかなデータから判断しますと、
Judging from my incompetent data,
EBF には通常のレミューよりもさらに高圧のガスが封入されています。EBF もまた飽和潜水仕様というわけです。
IBF is enclosed in higher pressure gas than Lemur. The IBF area is set to what is known as saturated diving specification. So what, like atmosphere 9 or 10 or something? Or what are we talking about here?
その方が特殊な細菌の研究に適しているということもあるのでしょう。EBF の内部気圧は実に約 12.5 気
This
圧。
type of area is also probably more suitable for research with bacteria. The atmospheric pressure of IBF is actually at about 12.5 atmospheres. Okay. So more than double, and we're not even used to atmosphere 6 right now, because the atmosphere got sucked out. We're still at 1, so we got a long transition.
皆さんにはあの部屋に入っていただきます。
I want all of you to enter that room. Oh boy.
そして加減圧室での約1時間の加圧が完了次第、専用リフトで EBF へと加工することに
And
なります。
after you spend about 1 hour in the compression chamber, you'll take the access elevator down to the IBF. Is it normally 1 hour, or we have to wait extra long because we're going from 1 to 12? If we went from 6 to 12, it would be faster? Things to wonder about.
念のため申し上げておきますが、
I should tell you this as a precaution, but
ここから先は容易に後戻りすることはできません。皆さん心してください。
you will not be able to trace your steps easily from this point on. Please give this due consideration. What do you mean? We can't go back. We've got to make a decision. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm definitely sitting here. Oh boy. Doop, 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 doop. You know what? No, we're going. Let's fucking commit. We're going. Alright, we're going. Looked at everyone. Yubisei, Shonen, Tsugumi, Sora, and Pipi all nodded. Shonen knew how the unconscious Koko between them. Tsugumi and I picked up the researcher and Pipi took up the rear. Everyone lined up at the transparent sliding door at the far side of the room. Sora used the control panel on the terminal to open it up. All of us entered the room together. A single panel of reinforced glass lay in between the control room and the compression chamber. More precisely, a chamber was set in the middle of the room, had been constructed there. We brought Koko and the researcher into the room first and sat them down on the chairs. Both of their breathing was ragged, and they looked in pain. Their faces were extremely pale and sickly. We needed to hurry. I hated to waste an hour here. Yubisei, Shonen, Tsugumi, and Pipi all stood in the open space available. With everyone in there, it was fairly crowded.
加圧が完了すれば部屋の奥の扉が自動で開いてリフトへ行けるようになりますから。
Once the compression is complete, the door on the far side should open and you can enter the elevator. Oh god, an hour in silence. For some reason, Sora didn't enter the room. Well, because she probably realized how cramped it was. Or, she can't come down with us. She doesn't have projections possibilities down there. Probably. That's probably why. Spoke just from in front of the entrance.
加圧は最速で行います。ちょっと辛くなるかもしれませんが、なんとか我慢してください。
I will expedite the compression process. It may be a little uncomfortable, but please bear with it. Well, if it speeds up, it's probably for the best. Saying this, Sora went to close the door. Sora, what's wrong? You aren't coming with us? Gosh, Takeshi, stop being slow. She doesn't have eyes down there. And she probably can't project herself either.
いえ、私は。
No, Come on, let's get started. What are you waiting for? God, Takeshi, don't be stupid. Takeshi reached out towards Sora. I knew I couldn't grab her, but I did it anyway. However... What the fuck did you do, Takeshi? God damn it! You're such a Yosuke. As soon as I tried to touch her, sparks flew into the air. It felt as though a shock had gone through me. That's bad. A transparent wall suddenly appeared in front of the door. There was a red wall of flame. What? God, Takeshi, you're such an idiot. Alarmed, I drew back my hand and the door closed. Sora, what was...
ここから先はコンピューターの管轄が違うんです。
From this point on, this is the jurisdiction of a different computer system. Yeah, you already told us this. Takeshi's just dumb. Heard Sora's voice talking to us calmly over the speaker of the compression chamber's intercom.
私はあくまでレミの機能の一部ですから、EBF には降りられないんです。
I am but a single part of the
アク
Lemus
セス権限が
system.
ないんですよ。
Therefore, I am unable to go to IBF. I do not have the authority to access that area. Is there a different AI there? Is there any AI there? I hope this is different AI. Hopefully it's fun. Or evil. Or both.
残念ですが、ここでお見送りさせていただきます。
I'm sorry, but I'll have to see you off. Sir, ma'am, yes, sir, ma'am, sir. The wall of fire vanished. I get it. Firewall to block out Sora. I get it. We were in the compression chamber, shut off from the rest of the world. The sound of pumping gas, which was slowly raising the air pressure, could be heard throughout the chamber. Everyone take out your voice converters. They get in the way when you're adjusting to the pressure. Everyone did as I said and removed their voice alternators. Oh hey! Something you actually remembered correctly for once. I took out Koko's myself. I checked the researcher, but I didn't see him he was wearing any. I mean, I suppose they were just being polite, but people like Yubisei should have probably known to take them out anyways, but meh. After that, hardly anyone said a word. We were all waiting for the time to pass. Sora could be seen outside of the chamber's window. She didn't move, only stood and watched us. And then... Oh god, we're really getting up there. The lock from the door on the far side of the chamber clicked and released. I wonder why that... I wonder if that's why she said there's, it's going to be hard to go back. Because, it takes an hour to pressurize each way, right? So, it's going to take an hour. It's going to take like 4 p.m. And if the water starts flooding us at like 4 p.m., which is when it could start, we could be fucked if we're down there. But we don't have much choice. That's why she probably said, you know, we're wasting 2 hours by going back there and back. So we might have not much time to get out if we go in, but it is what it is. That might be the reason, or maybe there's another reason. I felt a subtle change of pressure and the lift down to IBF opened. We all filed into it one by one.
それでは皆さん、どうかご無事で。
Everyone, take care. This is the end of me in this pathway. Maybe. Or she'll maybe show up at the very end again. I could hear her voice from the speaker on the other side of the room. But we couldn't see her. I wondered if I would ever see her up close again. Cocking my head to one side, I thrust the voice alternators back in my ears. Everyone got aboard the lift, and as soon as the doors closed, the elevator started sliding down.
Tiefe 70 Meter.
Depth 210 meters. I heard meters, but feet, whatever. Is that supposed to be German?
Tiefe 80 Meter.
Does not sound Japanese. Maybe it's Japanese with a German accent. I wonder what that would sound like. Depth 240 feet. Maybe this is what that would sound like. I don't know.
Tiefe 90 Meter.
Yeah, I know how to count in Japanese at least. There's not much I know how to do in Japanese, but counting is one of them. That does not sound like she's counting in Japanese. Pretty sure. Depth 270 feet. What could be below heaven? More heaven or...
Tiefe 119 Meter.
Yeah, I heard eins, I think. I don't know. Depth 357 feet. But eins is 1 in German, I think. There's eins, zwei, drei, and it goes on from there, but nah. I don't know how to count as much in German, but I at least know how to count to 3. Anyways. The door to the elevator opened. The passage extended in 2 directions from the elevator room. I went in one of these. Oh boy, everything was totally dark and I could hardly tell where I was headed. Fearfully, I took a step forward. And suddenly, as if someone had noticed our arrival, the lights went on in the room. Do we have another operating buddy in here? Another Rob? Is someone there? I think they just turned on by themselves. Is another AI? German AI? I wouldn't mind a German AI. Get to use my amazing German accent that I'm not even sure if I have. The sensors reacted and the computer activated the lights? I'm not sure, but it's possible. It seemed that there was a pool where a small submarine could dock. Of course, this is where the submarine from 999 hides when it's not being used. The pool was a 2-layer structure, but there was no sign that seawater could flow in. It felt a little hot in there, but it seemed as if the air conditioning was still working properly. Perhaps the place was even more comfortable than the flooded Drita stock. Perhaps. There was no sign of anyone. Anyway, let's get to where we have to go. Where do we have to go? Open the watertight door at the other side of the room and continue deeper into the installation. Oh god! Yeah, this is from the dream. We're definitely getting into recognizable territory. Passageway the same size as Lemur's emergency corridor. No, maybe even smaller, let off into the distance. For some reason, the whole place seemed colder, less alive than the structure above. Oh yeah? As we continued down the corridor, lights would go on automatically, a few feet in front of us. Okay. Certainly seems computer controlled. As we continued moving, lights followed us, lighting up the only the areas around us. Corridor branched off in a few directions, but all of them ended at watertight doors that were closed. I wondered if IBF had fled except for one part. Anyway, the number of areas that we could enter was limited. Luckily, we found the examination room right away. I quickly turned the handle and opened the door. Oh, yep, these are the fucking pods. Time travel pods? Maybe? I don't know, I could just see it. You and Shonen laid Coco down on a nearby table. Tsugumi and I put the researcher down in the chair slowly. There were a few ordinary beds in the examination room, and the same kind of limb-rai that we had found in the lemur infirmary. There were numerous medical instruments that looked like things that you might only see in a science fiction movie. I wondered what in the world they were for. Who knows? Research leads to all kind of things. I had no idea. Yubisei, where's that high-pressure oxygen thingy that Sora was talking about? Is it the pods? How should I know? Tsugumi, what should we do? You're our new team mom. We'll have to look for it. None of us knows a thing about this place. He knows. Wait. Researcher coughed as he spoke. Hey, don't move. Are you okay? Oh shit. He doesn't get a portrait, but at least he's alive. I've been better, but at least I'm alive. With his eyes closed, he raised his hands weakly in response. This smell. This is IBF? What, are you blinded? So I'm back where I started. Are there any of your survivors, or is it just you? You were working here? Well then, there's something I want to ask you. We're looking for something called a high-pressure oxygen treatment device. Or an OTD for short. Almost OTP. Almost. Oxygen treatment program? Come as far as the examination room, but we don't have a clue what to look for. Can you help us, please?
酸素治療。ああ、ポッドだな。
Ah, I was right! Oxygen treatment. Yeah, you're looking for the pods.
合金製のカプセルがあるはずだ。中にマットが敷いてある。
Should be some alloy capsules with a mat set inside of them.
円筒形の柱にくっついてるやつだ。
They look like a bunch of cylinders stuck to a cylinder. Just stuck to a cylinder? You see them? I do. Yeah, they're right in front of me.
そいつがそうだ。
That's them. Ugh. Hang in there. We found them, so don't waste your energy talking anymore, okay? New blood appeared on the researcher's closed hand as he wiped his mouth. Do you also have teeth blue? Or something else?
あとはマニュアルを見てくれ。操作は簡単なはずだ。
Just take a look at the manual. This should be easy to operate. Let's hope. Were you stuck down there in the other pathway as well? I wonder. I gotcha. Strength left the researcher's hands. Just before he collapsed, I grabbed onto his shoulder to support his body. Let's put him in a pod, and Coco too.
そうね。
Yeah. Scooby and I got on either side of the researcher and supported him. We brought him over to where the 3 pods were. When I pressed the button on the side of one, its hatch opened. I put him down gently inside. What if he's the guy who helps out in Ubisays? Didn't I mention that already? Well, okay. Does he have the same voice? I don't remember. I'd have to hear the other guy's voice again, but yeah, well. I don't want to know. It could be a spoiler. When I pressed the button again, the capsule pod closed again silently. Oh boy. Shonen and you laid Coco down in another pod. The hatch to the pod closed soon after. Did you find the manual?
見つけた。こっちのコントロールパネルで。
Yeah, this is the control panel. Okay. You started operating a terminal a short distance away.
高圧酸素治療。セット。
High pressure oxygen treatment set. Okay, let's hope this works. Doesn't make her worse. Screens on the monitors attached to the tube flickered, and both the pods seem to be functioning normally. Maybe this is what connects her to Shonen somehow. I'm not sure. It would make more sense if Shonen also went in one of the pods, but we'll see.
これで大丈夫なはずよ。
That should do it. Okay. Condition of the people inside the pods was monitored and appeared on the control panel. Blood pressure, heart rate, respiration rate. The expressions on their face were even visible. I watched them for a few minutes. Coco and the researcher whose name we didn't know. It was a slow process, but they both seemed to be gradually returning to normal. Oh boy, researcher. Maybe he really will have a portrait. Nah, I doubt it. But maybe.
よかった。
I'm so relieved.
よかったわ。本当に。
Tell me about it. Okay. I mean, we just did it, but if you really want me to tell you about it, I was joking. Looks like we made it in time, but now what? Are we fucked? And your dumb dog, too. A collective sigh of relief. Yep, that was also a sigh from the dog. You can tell, right? Do you speak Doganese? Or Doganese. Seemed as if we had escaped the worst for the moment. But only the moment. Well, we don't have time to hang around, you know? You didn't know the situation here at IBF was any different than Lemur. There might be other survivors, or a way out, even communicators. Could possibly even find information about TB. TB determined. It was best to search as much as time would allow. We'll send that information to another pathway, it'll all be good. Everyone agreed, so Sugumi, Shonen, and I went looking around IBF. You had the most medical knowledge, so she stayed in the examination room with Pee-Pee to look after Coco and the researcher.